Karen thought she'd get revenge in court. But when she walked in and saw who the judge was, her smirk vanished faster than her case file. It had been 2 weeks since the HOA fiasco at the lake. My wife, the federal property officer, had moved on. Paperwork done, case closed. But Karen, she couldn't let it go. She showed up one morning with a grin that screamed trouble. "See you in court," she said, waving a thick folder of legal documents. My wife didn't flinch. "Make sure you spell my name right on the lawsuit," she replied calmly. 2 weeks later, we walked into county court. Karen sat at the plaintiff's table, piles of printed evidence beside her. She looked too confident. Then, the judge walked in. Karen's face turned pale. "Good morning," said Judge Caldwell, a stern woman in her 50s, with a familiar look. Karen whispered under her breath, "No way." My wife leaned toward me and said quietly, "They used to work together. Karen got fired from her office for falsifying signatures." The courtroom was silent as the judge took her seat. "Mrs. Walters," she said, looking at Karen, "you're representing yourself again?" Karen nodded nervously. The judge sighed. "Let's make this quick." Karen launched into a 10-minute rant about abuse of power, illegal docks, and federal fraud. She waved around pictures of the lake like she'd caught us red-handed. When she finished, the judge turned to my wife. "Anything to say, Mrs. Hale?" My wife stood, calm and professional. "Yes, Your Honor. The property in question is federal land under Section 43B of the State Waters Act. Here's the signed permit." The judge flipped through it, nodded once, then turned her gaze to Karen. "Mrs. Walters, you forged my signature on half these documents." Karen blinked, confused. "What? No! Don't lie to me," Judge Caldwell snapped. "I recognize my handwriting." Gasps filled the courtroom. Karen's face melted into pure panic. Security moved closer. "Case dismissed," the judge said. "And, Mrs. Walters, you'll be hearing from the district attorney." As we walked out, Karen was being escorted away, still shouting about revenge. Outside, my wife smiled faintly. "Funny how karma has a court date sometimes." I chuckled. "And a familiar judge."
I am Liam, and trust me, the next HOA story is even worse. Subscribe now.